Jnapataye Daivi Swastirastu Naha Swastirmanushebhyaha Urdhvam Jigatu Bheshajam Sham no Astu Dvipade Sham Chatushpade Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sham no Mitra Sham Varunaha Sham no Bhavat Varyama Sham no Indro Brihaspatihi Sham no Vishnu Rukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tammam Avatu Tan Bhaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Angala Bhashayam Vartalapah Karaniyah Atava Samskrita Bhashayam
Angla Bhashayameva Samichinah Sarvesham Krite.
Oh. We changed our religion, some of us Westerners. We changed our names. We changed our dress. We changed our food habits. But we didn't change our language. And
Sanskritepi Samichinameva Yadi Tadeva Samichinam.
No, it's we are studying all the books in Sanskrit. Prayaha sarve grantaha sanatana dharma vishaye Samskrita bhashayam bhavati. Mahabharata, Valmiki Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita Mahabharatasya anga bhavati. Vedaha, Upanishadaha, Puranani, Dharma Shastrani, Darshana Shastraha, Sarve Samskrita Bhashayam. Samskritam Kimartam Vyavaharikam Bhavitum Na Angi Kurmaha Tatra Mahati Rahasyam. But Nayakaha Samskrita dwarena vyavaharaha na kurvanti tadartam samanya janaha na kurvanti. Bharate api iskan ka katha asmakam nayakaha mad sadrisham videshi janaha tesham krite samskrita shikshanam shirasi mahati bharaha bhavati. Tat anya bharate ye sarve samskrita putriyanam Bhasha vadanti teyapi samskritam angikartum na ichanti. So anyway, because of their anabhyasa, shravanasya anabhyasa karanat Angala bhashayam eva anyatha Hindi bhashayam vaktavyaha. Hintu atra dakshinatyaha adhikaha chintayami. Kim asti drishtva sarvesham namani anumanena bodha bhavati mama manasi yat dakshinatyaha upastitaha ye Hindi bhashya krite vyavaharika bhashya nasti. Tari Angala Bhashya Samichinaha.
Hindi bhashaya api bhavaha santi.
Bhavaha kintu dakshinatyaha vyavaharaha.
Adhikam prayaha iti.
Vastutaha Tamil Nadu Pradeshe Visheshataha. Karnataka Pradeshe api Grameshu na vadanti Hindi Bhashya. Bangalore Nagare eva. Anyatra Marathi Bhacha api adhikam bhavet. Uttara Karnataka bhavatu Angala Bhasha. So this is something that needs to be considered, that if you're studying Sanskrit literature, then you should speak Sanskritam. Now, how to speak? So it's very simple. You need to associate with someone who speaks. And you need to speak with them in Sanskrit. How to do that? So there are 5 simple sentences. If anyone is interested, I will supply those sentences to Bharat Chandra Prabhu and you can contact him. If you learn these 5 sentences, and actually you have to use only the 3rd sentence. What is the Sanskrit word for the English word good? Now good should be blank, any word you can choose. So you learn word by word, and then what is the Sanskrit sentence for the English sentence? Rama went out, Rama came home, Rama saw Sita, Sita saw Rama. Simple 3 letters or 3 words or 4-word sentences. If you learn in Sanskrit, once you can form them in your own mind, you got it. Not so difficult. But the propaganda, even Prabhupada, who spoke Sanskrit, I saw Prabhupada speak in Sanskrit in Hyderabad in 1974. Or was it 76? 74. Anyway, you know, there were, in those days, there were 2 concepts which now have changed. One concept is that the Western cows are better than the Indian cows. They gave more milk. And now that's changed. Now in India, people realize that the local breed should be preserved. That's a different subject matter. And the other thing that has changed is Sanskrit. In order to learn, you have to study Panini Vyakaranam, which for Bengalis is Jiva Goswami's Harinam Amrita Vyakaranam. So both the concept has changed. To learn any language, you have to speak. Language means communication, speaking. And just in books, concepts are there, but to actually interact, any child who has their mother tongue, then when they studied a particular language, whether it's Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Marathi, whatever, they know the language first by having learned from their mother tongue. Mother is the first guru. Someone says you're against women gurus. Oh, no. I'm not against women gurus. Women are the first guru, mother. Matri Bhasha. Mother teaches you everything. Diksha Guru, Prabhupada said. He wrote clearly, no. That's another issue. Won't get into that now. Shiksha Guru, Patapradashika Guru, and first Guru is the mother. So if the mother speaks in Sanskrit with the children, children will learn Sanskrit. This is going on in a few households. So when today's subject is becoming an Acharya. Acharya is another Sanskrit word. So Acharya is teaching by example, but actually Acharya is a teacher. Guru is a teacher. These are the simple definitions of Guru and Acharya. And people will kill each other. Literally, there have been murders. I'm sorry to have to say this. Truth. Katu Satyam. You should not say Prabhupada. You should not say this pod, that pod, and the other pod. It's crazy. This is Kali Yuga. People like to fight. But in Sanskrit, these words were not exclusive to any particular person. Prabhupadaha, Guru Charanaha, Guru Padaha. These are honorifics. In English, we say honorific. What is it in Sanskritam? That is adhara pradarshanartham, to give respect. Prabhupada, Vishnupad, Bhagavatpad. Shankaracharya is called Bhagavatpad. Adi Shankaracharya is Bhagavatpadaha, Prabhupadaha, Prabhucharanaha, Gurucharanaha. There's a number of such honorifics. They should not be a cause for fanaticism. So to be trained as an Acharya means to study Shastras, Shastradhyayanam, and Shastradhyapanam, to teach Shastras. So Shiksha Guru is open to everyone, teaching Shastras. But tradition is that Vedas are only taught by male Brahmanas. And we're not studying Vedas. We're not studying it. Mahabharata is a Panchama Veda. And Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavat says, Kalo, what is it? Prayenalpayusha Sabya. Kalo asmin yuge janaha. Manda sumanda matayaha. Manda sumanda matayo. Manda bhagya hi upadrutaha. So people are less intelligent in Kali Yuga. Bhagavat says like that. And Kalo Shudra Sambhavaha. Everyone is a Shudra, more or less, in Kali Yuga. We have Yaganopavit Sanskar, but my God, living as traditional Brahmanas is an aspiration. Let's put it like that. We should not use these modern amenities, but Prabhupada used them. He's our Acharya. Kanchi Paramacharya, Srimad Andavan Ramanuja Sampradaya, not now, the old ones, they never went in any conveyance. They used to walk everywhere. They were, such gurus were there. Jagannath Das Babaji, he couldn't walk. He was taken in a basket when he said, this is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. So anyway, we are modern amenities. I think Bharat Chandra Prabhu is an expert in Gram Udyog. Prabhupada had said that Gandhi's economic policies we accept, but his philosophical ideas we reject. So Gandhi's, Gram Udyog, that's also part of education, but maybe not part of Pre-Gurukula education. I'm not sure. But the syllabus, I think, from what Prabhuji sent me, is Gita and Bhagavat, and I don't know what else is in the syllabus.
We are covering, and now I will
Nectar
give a
of
brief
Devotion,
the course content.
Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And so it is academic education. So that's also, that's the essence, no doubt. This is important. Anyway, I don't want to take too much time. I think I already went over the time. I don't know. I wasn't given a specific time frame.
Yeah, no, you can.
But what is it in Gita? There's a verse that I'll recite this last verse and conclude my opening remarks. And that is, Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram idam vidyate. Right? Is that correct? Nahi jnana. Jnana is Sanskritam. Jnana is Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi. They have actually different pronunciations. In Marathi, they say dhyana or something. I don't know. So, nahi jnanena sadrisham. There is nothing, pavitram idam vidyate. There is nothing as pure as knowledge. So this is a very noble endeavor. I wish the endeavor all success. Bharat Chandra Prabhu mentioned that I broadcast this seminar on a number of social media, via social media, WhatsApp to almost 3,000 people, and then a number of WhatsApp conferences, Facebook, a number of Facebook groups. And by email, and I saw a number of senior devotees praised this endeavor. So I wasn't alone in praising. So it's a blessing for all of you to participate. And it would be a blessing for me to participate. But as Prabhuji mentioned, I'm busy, but I'm not that busy. It's all online now. It's all online. So with that, I samaptam yat vaktavyam asit angala bhashayam samapayami punardarshanaya. I'll see you all again sometime. If there's anything, kimapi yadi apekshate suchayantu mam aham udyukta kimasti sevakaha dasaha kinkaraha vayam yat karyam yat shobha karyam uchita karyam bhavati tatra vayam avashyam eva sahayam datavyam avashyam eva.
Dhanyawada Prabhuji. Bhurisha.
Vandanani.
Vandana. Dhanyawada. Hare Krishna.
So do you need me anymore? May I take leave?
You can, Prabhuji. If you can stay, that's also fine. If you can, I will.
Someone
hear.
was
Yes.
trying to call me just now, but
Okay.
I don't know that person. I know it's a close relation. I don't know what it is exactly.
Okay.
But if I stayed, what would I observe?
Now there will be, I'll request a few devotees who were there in the previous batch of this training. We have Sumohini Mataji, Hemagopi Mataji, Madri Mataji, and other Prabhus like that. So I will request them to share their experience, and then after that I will describe the course content. What are we going through this whole 11-month program, and how it will be structured. Approximate, I will give an idea, and what we expect from the participants. That also some discussion will be there. And tomorrow we will continue with mutual introduction of all devotees who are going to take part in this. And also what technology that we are going to use, and how some demo of that, and how to access the exercises, assignments, etc. on those aspects. Tomorrow.
This will go on for an hour now? Or
Yes, Praveen. Yeah, it will go for an hour more.
People are after me.
Yeah, okay, carry on, Prabhuji. And thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you. Anugrahitos me.
Dhanyavada, Bhurisha, Dhanyavada. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much, Vasugosh Prabhu, and I thank all the wonderful Vaishnavas who are here. So we can have, I think Madhuri Mataji is here. It's a little late for them. Mataji is in South Africa, and very humble, wonderful Vaishnavi. Very happy to be associated with Mataji through this course. In 2019, I think Mataji was there. Yes, Mataji, thank you very much for coming, and I would like to request you to share your experience and your own personal journey. It's not about not about me, but about the course, and about your experiences and your own journey in education, briefly, if you can. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I think I will. Yeah, sorry. Yes. You can unmute now, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanabhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Bharachandra Prabhu, it's such an honor to be amidst the presence of your honored, esteemed self and all of these Vaishnavas. I was just talking last Sunday at a program that I gave about the importance of the Krishna Krida course, and then you contacted us a few days thereafter. So I was telling the people that the importance of this course, by illustrating an example that I personally encountered, where a mother came to me as like a fellow devotee and was asking some advice, and she said that my son, he wakes up every day for Mangal Arati, he chants so many rounds of Hare Krishna, but he hates, I think he's developing hatred towards the practice of Krishna consciousness. So when I asked how old was the child, was the son, and she said 5 years old. And then I said that there is a process, just like to accomplish anything in life, we've got to know the art of doing it. And so similarly, to educate a child and to instill good values in them, there's also a process. And then I was telling them about this esteemed devotees that I know in South India, Bharachandra Prabhu and Dr. Uma Mataji, who are not only teaching this course, but are practicing it, and how enlivening it was to see the videos of their own children assimilating and developing this. Myself, I've been through this course. I was involved in children's education in the Bhaktivedanta College of Education and Culture, that my husband and I traveled to different countries and we used to teach. I've developed syllabuses for children in Krishna consciousness, etc. But when I encountered Bharachandra Prabhu's course, I found it to be such a North Star in terms of raising consciousness and developing character development, etc. For those of you that are new, you are really going to enjoy the 30 qualities I personally did so much. I found it as such an incredible content, well researched, presented in such a nice way. Then he also did the very wonderful course on the 64 arts that Krishna learned in Gurukul. And I found that gave me, as a practitioner of Krishna Vaishnavism, such a clear direction on how to meditate on Krishna and his associates, because they developed and practiced these 64 arts. And it's very uncommon for devotees to present this. At least it was my first encounter with those 64 arts. I found that really good. And throughout the entire syllabus of his course, every bit of education that I encountered and assimilated from him and Mother and Dr. Uma Mataji, I think she has a new name, forgive me, I don't know it, but I really developed deep appreciation for both of their contributions to my life. And I'm sure that you would find by attending this course that their association is like a North Star that gives one's clearer direction to pursue this otherwise dark path in this material world. So thank you very much. I wish everybody a very successful time together with these devotees. And now he has included so many nice courses. And the nice thing about choosing him as a teacher is that he practices what he teaches, and you'll see it in the videos that he shows of his wonderful children, and how just through Krishna Krida, they know the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, so much so that when he opens it at random and mentions the first word of a verse, his daughter can recite it while playing during Krishna Krida. So I find that to be so nice, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Humbled by your lofty words. For me, I don't deserve it. And in fact, none of it belongs to me. It all belongs to all the wonderful Vaishnavas, Srila Prabhupada. And it's by their instructions, very humble way, very little I'm trying to do, that's all. Thank you very much, Mataji, for being here and expressing your thoughts. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I would like to request Hema Gopika Mataji is here. Mataji was in US when she was taking this course. Now Mataji is in Vrindavan and teaching, educating their two children, raising their two children. Thank you very much for coming, Mataji. You would like, not about me, please, about the experience, about in general, about your journey in education and what happened. Please, thank you.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with so many Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here. And to introduce myself, yes, as Prabhu put it, I was in USA, in DeLand, Florida, and we just thought to start educating our children at home. So right at that instance, during that time, I'm really very new to homeschooling. I know nothing, to say the truth. My son and daughter both were in public school in USA, and their behavioral pattern, when I saw them, it was like quite changing in just a few weeks of time. It was changing. The way they used to respond to the parents, or the sleeping patterns, or their behavior, it was changing. I was really surprised at that. So what I did was I did a volunteer job at the same school where they were going. And then when I went there and I observed all the children and the association the children had, the teachers, and my children, how they were playing and interacting with the other children. Basically, it was quite contrary to what we really think is going on in the school. So then I withdrew both the children. I didn't have any clue how to homeschool my children, but I withdrew both the children because I was really concerned. Before to that, I used to work. I'm a software engineer. I used to work. When I observed this and when I volunteered at the school, I really thought now job is a secondary thing for me. I really want to take care of my children. Right at that moment, one of devotees have passed me the course content that, very soon Pre-Gurukula Acharya Training is going to be conducted by a very nice Vaishnava from South India, His Grace, Bharatchandra Prabhuji. A little introduction about Prabhuji and the course content. I came across that. So I was really curious to know what exactly is that. And whatever the course content was really the way I was looking for, the input that I really need to equip myself to really start homeschooling. And as the curiosity began, I enrolled myself. I approached Prabhu and I said, I am from USA. Probably the timings wouldn't suit me, but Prabhu was really quite understanding. He helped me a lot, actually. Even in the particular way of, if you have a personal question on how to nurture your own child, he used to give a personal instruction. This is how, Mataji, we used to deal with the children. So it really helped me. Before this course, I didn't have such an insight about Vedic Gurukula system, especially in a Krishna conscious way, how to bring about children. We are very new to even the Krishna conscious system, actually, to tell you the truth. The time when I was introduced to Pre-Gurukula Acharya Training, it was like both the parents have to be really educated even before a child is conceived. This is a really new fact for me. And that was really put in a very scientifically presented way by Prabhu. The course content was really designed in a scientific way. I was really very much convinced about the way Prabhu has put it. I'm from South India as well. And even though my in-laws family used to follow the samskara system, I used to always think, because there was no proper understanding given to each one of us regarding these samskaras. So I thought it's really a ritual, Garbhadhan samskar, which is the first samskar that we undergo after the marriage to really purify the womb of a mother and the consciousness of father. So I thought just it was a ritual and that's it. I just left it. But after this course, as Prabhuji has presented it, I was really convinced that both the parents have to be really educated to really provide a right environment for the appearance of a Vaishnava or a Vaishnavi in this material world. So that as parents, you provide the right environment for the child even before his appearance in this world. So thank you so much, Prabhu. I was really impressed by the way you have put. And Prabhu, you all might have known that Prabhu is an author for Samskara's book. It's really worth reading it and practicing it for anyone. And importance of homeschooling a child in a Krishna conscious way. It gave me a lot of insight that right away I thought, I'm really convinced, okay, now, even though I do not have any knowledge, with this consciousness, probably I can start homeschooling my children. After a while, I started homeschooling my children. Regarding the academics, we chose some curriculum from the US-based schooling system. And at home, with the insights given by Prabhu in his course, I really started to first train myself, equip myself, train myself, convince myself that yes, this is possible and this is really going to be worth it for the children as well. So as you start homeschooling them, you will be in a better position to know their mood, behavior, the interests, the likes and dislikes of a child. We might think as parents, we know them a lot better, but as you homeschool them, as Prabhu puts it, you will be able to monitor the child closely, and the child will be also monitoring we as parents very closely. In a way, they become your first gurus to correct your behavior because we see that in their own pattern. Prabhu has really explained it in a theoretical way. I never thought that this is going to be the output. This is the way how I will be convinced in my interaction with my own children. But I have observed this in my own children, as Prabhu has already given in a theoretical way, but I could understand and I could better correct myself in my own behavior with the children, actually. So, and then one more thing is the importance of tithis. Prabhuji has taught us in this course that a particular tithi a day falls on, it will have its huge impact on the child's behavior and the mood. So certain tithis, like, he specifies like Ashtami, Chaturdasi, Paurnami, and Amavasya. The children will not be in a right attitude in those days. Better you give vacation to them for their education. It's not a good day for teaching something new as per the Vedic lifestyle. So this was what Prabhu taught. And I took it as an experiment. I really observed in my children that, especially the Amavasya and Paurnami days, they will be like either hyperactive or very dull. They will not be even interested in interacting, very normal in the social life, which Prabhu has already put in the course content. Sorry. So in this way, I personally have observed few points that has been already presented in the course, which Prabhu has already taught us, which is from a Vedic perspective. Thank you, Prabhuji, for taking so many efforts. And you have really given us so many videos, so many illustrations, so much of explanation to really make us understand the concepts, which are otherwise very tough for us, to understand at least. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for everything. And I wish every student of this new batch, upcoming batch, who are mothers, fathers, or even teachers in either, one, two, or many children in your life. And I have a small tip that I really wanted to offer to each one of you is always keep a notes, because Prabhuji, in the presentation, he teaches, he presents many things, and he also shares many points, which is worth noting it. So always keep a running notes, and please note each and every point, so that when you get a doubt, you can just open your notes and see what's going on and what he has already told us. It's really important to make a personal running notes for each and every session that you attend. Yeah, I wish everyone very good fortune, and it is really a blessing to come in association with Bharachandra Prabhuji and Mataji, Uma Mataji, who taught us many subjects in this course. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much, dear Mataji. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri.
Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very important points, which give me some more ideas, and thank you very much for sharing, Mataji.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Mohini Mataji is also here. I think yeah, there are many devotees who are also, I don't see them. Krishnaveni Mataji and maybe others. They were a little, I think because of the cold weather, they were not able to manage. Vrinda Mataji and other Prabhus also. Welcome. Thank you very much, Sumohini Mataji, for being here. You can share. Mataji is in Bangalore. She is raising her 2 children, and also she was a teacher in the local school run by devotees. And Mataji has very good experience in education, a lot to learn from her and hear from her. Thank you, Mataji. Please, you can express your journey on education.
Hare Krishna to all the Vaishnavas here. Before Krishna Krida, before doing this Krishna Krida course, I was a simple mother. I was in one closed house with 2 children sitting here, and had a big question of how to do homeschooling, what to do in homeschooling. There were a lot of questions around me, and then I was feeling I must ask all the Matajis how they are doing, what are they practicing and everything. So I was running behind so many Matajis and asking so many questions. But after the course of Pre-Gurukula Acharya, a big window of homeschooling parents with a similar mindset, giving a lot of ideas, inputs, so many things I have learned. And then after doing the course, then I became so confident that I became a teacher. I homeschooled my 2 children, And then I got very wonderful opportunity in many of the schools. More than my academic qualification, they were very much impressed with the Pre-Gurukula Acharya course. So they were asking me the contents and what I have detailed them, what all I learned. They were so impressed taking me as a teacher because of the course. I was so happy that I made it. I was a successful in learning and implementing those in my children, and I've seen the results. And because of that, I have never approached any schools for job. They themselves, seeing my children, they asked me, "You come and work in our school. We have opportunities like that." So Pre-Gurukula Acharya training gave me so much confidence, so much learning, and so much depth in me that I was able of some worth to other children, teaching them, learning every day. And course was really made a very good impression on each and every child, whomever I touched, whomever I taught. They had a very good impression, because in this course, the first thing what I learned was what is Vidya, what is Avidya, how a teacher should be. So starting from relationship with the student and the teacher, the education starts. So even now my old school children, they miss me, they wanted to talk me. Now such a nice bonding has created between me and children. So this course for everybody, this course will give you such a wide variety of topics which you have never heard or never seen, coming from 30 qualities, devotional service, types of devotional service, and there are 64 arts, where there are hundreds of activities what you can do with your children. Turban making, jewelry making, how to now after knowing the 64 arts, I was thinking from where I have to bring the time to teach all this to my children. So I was running and learn this, and they were enjoying so much. Amma, you teach more, like that. So before I used to run behind other Matajis. Now I get so many calls from other Matajis. Mataji, how did you train your children? Maji, how you are doing this? How did you do that? So everybody is so impressed with how I homeschooled. So all this credit goes to my mentors and the teachers who taught me in Pre-Gurukula, and I'm very happy that I'm part of this. So there are so many new courses which are already started here again with the old syllabus. So all the Matajis and Prabhujis over here are very lucky, and I wish everybody a very good luck. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much for expressing your thoughts. I'm not able to see others who did previously. I'm not able to notice their names here. If anybody is there, they could speak up. It will be an honor to listen. Just in general, their journey about education. But I think nobody is here as of now. Some may join. Without wasting much time, I would like to quickly take through what we may expect in this course during this whole program. So we're going to go through three main concepts actually: Sambandha, Vidaya, and Prayojana. So I will take it step by step. Starting now, that is January, this December will be basically, we'll give enough time for everybody to settle down, to get ready with all the technology that we may use. We'll be using mainly three technology. One is this Microsoft Teams for courses, not Zoom, which we will give enough information and everybody a demo. And then also we'll be using an app. We have KC Siksha app for assignments and attendance and study materials, etc. And we'll be also using Discord, another like WhatsApp, but it's a different system where we can topic-wise do a very systematic discussion. And that will remain for our reference throughout the year. So that will be there. We will be discussing about that technology and everything tomorrow. But in brief, I will. So this whole December will be, another 2 more weeks. That 1 more week we will get, and the last week we will probably give an off because of holidays. Where everybody would like to be out, and so we could not. I think better not have those days. We'll have less attendance anyway. So now Starting from January, we will start. We will be discussing about Vedic way of age grouping, child psychology, child protection. These are all very individually very deep subjects. We will give enough justice to all those subjects and go in detail. Of course, we may not be doing complete justice, but it will give enough, enough introduction and direction in order to go further in detail. But enough required for our progress of the course. In fact, we may even come back to certain topics, but more or less we will cover. So from Jan to Feb, for 2 months, we will cover this particular few topics. The grouping, the psychology, protection, health and nutrition, how to engage, how to understand their psychology and engage them in their natural attitude, and yet be Krishna conscious as per Prabhupada's instruction. And then we'll discuss the samskaras, which is again a detailed topic. This we will do in Jan, Feb, and then in March we will go in detail. What is Vidya? What is Avidya Lakshana? And comparative philosophies of education. There are many different philosophies. We will go through them in detail and compare vis-a-vis to Bhagavad-based education system. And then there are many other details that we will touch upon. What is a Vidyarthi Lakshana? This is basically for children who are little grown up to age 8. We will discuss that. So Vidyarthi Lakshana and how to train them also. And what should be a Lakshana, or the characteristics of a Guru, Acharya, and the importance of Guru Shushruksha. We will touch, that's a very important topic also. Then we will do introduction to the syllabus of what can be taught to children. So Shadanga Shiksha, that is Shiksha, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Jyotisha, Kalpa, Chandas. So we'll touch upon all these topics in enough details, as much as we require. And Stotra, the various Stotras we will also learn personally. And Chatushashti Kala, 64 arts we will touch upon. So these are 2 wings of education. One is Shastra and another is arts. And then we will touch upon 30 qualities. Before 30 qualities, we will touch upon the 81 types of devotional service in as much detail we can. And then there are 4 varieties of, or steps of education, actually. Another perspective of education, that is Pada Bodha. Pada Bodha means to understand a word given and understand the meaning of it. And that comes through Vyakarana, little bit whatever we. So I will explain the next slide about Sanskrit education, Sanskrit program. So Pada Bodha, we will learn about how to understand a particular word, and then Vakya Bodha, how to understand a sentence, and Pramana, what are the different Pramanas that we can see, and then Achintya Bodha. So these 4 aspects of education we will also touch upon. And Niti Shastras. We will touch upon basically Chaitanya, Chanakya Niti Darpana, and to some extent Vidura Niti also. Vritti Shiksha. So there are different vrittis. After education, they should take up for honest livelihood. So that also we will touch upon. Pramrita, Amrita, Satyanrata, like this, different vrittis are there. We will discuss that. Anadhyaya, like Mataji also explained about Anadhyaya, when they should be given holidays and what is the importance of those days and what they can do during holidays. All these things we will touch upon. So the whole March will go in this. It's a very tough time to manage that. March may be little short, but we'll try to do with everybody's cooperation. And then we go into a detailed study of everything now from April to October, where we will study the pedagogy according to Vedas, Pathyakrama, which we can go into detail, and designing the courses according to that. So we will also come up how to design a curriculum, syllabus, how to come to some ideas of lesson planning. Actually, Vedic education system is not nitty-gritty. It's not to give children a worksheet and do that. It's very broad, and we will discuss that how the whole perspective of Vedic education is. And then homeschooling we will touch upon. Last year we had Arudha Mataji address us. We also went through various topics on homeschooling and in detail about what all things can be done, etc., etc. So all these things will be useful for Gurukula and schooling also, those who are into education for children through an institution. All these things will be useful for them. And then we will now enter into the most what you call intense program. All these were more like introduction and simple, but now we will go into more detailed study. And that is, as I mentioned, Stotra Patana. We will study Stotras. We will go into Sanskrit education, where we will be able to understand a text and also to a good extent be able to translate it. Then we will study in summary the whole entire Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Ishopanishad. This is a very intense program again, which requires very much participation. And we will go through. In the previous slide, I had mentioned 64 arts. It was just an introduction that what can be taught. But here we will go in detail of each art and what it means and how we can teach that. Next is about 30 qualities, as we discussed. So all these 30 qualities are very interesting. I will explain. And then Hitopadesha. We will study Hitopadesha, especially the way to teach children the Nitis, and Chanakya Niti Shastra. Prabhupada told our children should learn Chanakya Niti. So we will touch upon Chanakya Niti, especially the most important shlokas in Chanakya Niti. Okay, and then we will touch upon Samanya Jyotisha. This is very important and basic. It will not take much time, but we can study the most important aspects of Jyotisha, that is Samanya Jyotisha, which is only basically to choose a particular muhurta, understand the whole aspect of Panchanga, like that. And then we will touch upon the subjects that usually children go through in the normal world material education system. Mathematics and other subjects like English, EVS, science, etc., and how to teach them. So vis-a-vis all this Vedic education system that we discuss, but we need to make them relevant also. Why? Because sometimes when in an institution, when we are teaching, and the child leaves an institution and goes to the other institution, they should be at least not lost anywhere. They should be at least be able to be accepted in another institution. So these are very basic. Actually, mathematics, we will study to some extent Lilavati. There is a book called in the some 2,500 years ago. This book was compiled by Bhaskaracharya called Lilavati. He wanted to teach his daughter mathematics. It's a very wonderful book. We will touch upon that. And we will also see what we can do about EVS or other subjects, which is already there in the Vedic way. But we will touch upon the NIS curriculum, how it will be useful for homeschooling. So we will go into NIS, how children can go through the NIS syllabus like that. Then we will also touch upon research methodology, very simple way. These two, research methodology and writing a dissertation. This will be a primer for the upcoming month, next month. So research methodology, we will go through very simple techniques and why we should be, in the mood of researching. It's a very, very important topic for a teacher. Anybody also. One should be Anvikshiki Vidya, we can say, a researcher. And then dissertation, how to write a dissertation, so that we will be next ready for apprenticeship. That is during November, December, we will do this. Each one can take up dissertation work. We will decide and discuss about that particular topic. And enough materials can be studied, and it will not be a university level kind of dissertation, but it will not be less than that, because we have a purpose, and the university dissertations are done for their degrees, but we have a different purpose. We have a mission at hand, and these things will help us actually. So we will do a short dissertation work, and then internship. Internship, basically, we can connect to all the available Gurukulas or schools, or at home also, or we can discuss various ways of internship, where we can spend at least 15 to 20 days of practical experience of teaching, etc. Then we'll have some sort of examination in different levels. So it's just basically to ensure that whatever has been done all this year has not been forgotten, and also to evaluate ourselves. It's not about evaluating this participant, but to evaluate ourselves whether we were effective. So time to time we will have various exercises, revision programs, and then assignments. We will take attendance through the app. Study materials will be shared through app, and Teams we will use, as I mentioned. And we will also go through the software Discord tomorrow. So basically, this is what we will cover from January to December, which is almost 12 months. But the main tuition, the educational activity will go for this thing. What is a prayojana? So we are going through this Anubandha Chatushtaya, means first what is this course about, Vishaya, and then what is, how it will be taught, Sambandha, and then who is Adhikari, that we will touch now. And what is a Prayojana? Why we are doing all this? Why we are doing? Because Srila Prabhupada has given a very important instruction, where Prabhupada says here, I am reading Prabhupada's words. Prabhupada is saying, addressing the devotees, I believe in Los Angeles. Prabhupada is saying, so in the form, from the very beginning, if there is no teaching, if there is no God consciousness, then what will be the result? You may send in a very decorated university, but the result will be hippies. That's all. You cannot expect anything more. You cannot expect. So teach them from the very beginning how to become Krishna conscious. Then you'll find nice population, a beautiful population, a peaceful atmosphere, social conditions very nice, systematic, everyone is happy. And in happiness, they're all chanting Krishna conscious, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Every house there is dingling of bells, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada gives this very important instruction, make Vaikuntha. That is my request. Teach from the very beginning of life. Just like Balakrida, Balakridanakai Kridan. By playing, this is about Parikshit Maharaj in Bhagavatam, it comes. So by playing, he's becoming Krishna conscious. Save all these children who have come to your shelter. It is a duty of the father and the mother. It is a duty of guardian to save the dependents from the impending danger of death, repeated birth and death. So if you cannot save these children, then it is useless. Save them. So if we can do even a little bit towards this step of fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's instruction, that will be a great service in the sense of Prabhupada will be very happy. We will be Krishna conscious. Life will be successful. So this is a prayojana of this course. We intend to do a little bit in this regard. And what is expected from participants? this we will discuss. So I'm watching the time. We are, yeah, okay. 7, yeah. So we have half an hour more and then we can touch upon this. So what is expected from participants? I will zoom in here. So I hope others can unmute themselves also. Hello, participants. Yes. Okay. What you can unmute and express what you are seeing here actually. What is happening here? Who is this and what is happening here? Everybody knows this. I think you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Who can say this is Hanuman, you know?
Hanuman, yeah. Hanuman is
Hanuman is
the
crossing the
crossing the ocean.
The river.
yes, crossing the ocean. Yeah. So
The demon is there.
yeah. So first he now the task is to search for Sita, and it's a very lofty task. They are set upon. Nobody knows. They all teams were dispatched in different directions, and so Hanuman had to, with his team of one team, ended up at the border of Rameshwaram, and based on Sampati's details, the only conclusion was the Ravana has taken Sita across the ocean. And now the task is to go there, search, find out Sita, and come back and inform Lord Ram. So Hanuman is a perfect servant of Lord Ram. And he had to now decide what to be done. And there was only one way: cross the ocean and go there. Now, for Vanara to jump from one tree to another is a normal thing. But to jump this ocean is unheard of and unbelievable. And in fact, Hanuman himself did not believe it. But by Jambavanta's, what you call, provocation, or Jambavanta's reminding him that you can do and you must do it. So Hanuman took it up. So how he decided that he will do it. He will serve Lord Ram. In any case, whatever may happen, he will make an effort. He will make an effort. While making that effort, he may perish. He may anything can happen to him. That doesn't matter. At least I'll leave the body in glorious way. So let me attempt. So Hanuman decided that, and with Lord Ram's names, he jumped. So next, what is happening? Anybody? Yeah, something is there here. Can anybody say what is this? On the way when he's going, he meets with. Anybody says?
A mountain.
A mountain. That's Mainaka Parvata, which is who was a very wonderful person, very good well-wisher. He comes up the ocean. Actually, he was hidden in the ocean. He comes up and says to Hanuman that kindly, I heard that you are set upon a very daunting task, very difficult task. I request you to kindly take a few moments of rest on me, have some fruits and food that I'm offering on my lush green mountain. kindly rest for a few moments and you can continue. And that's a very, very wonderful proposal, actually. Nowhere to go in the ocean, but here is the person offering help. So what do you think Hanuman did? Anybody?
Did
He
not
stopped
rest,
and go back.
continued.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hanumanji did not wasted a single moment, but he humbly denied request, and he said, while returning, I will accept your
Correct.
request.
Yeah. Yeah, very wonderful, actually. Hanuman says, sorry, thank you very much, but I have set upon a task. I don't want to be distracted. I just want to go ahead. Thank you very much. Like that he says, and he continues. That's very interesting. And again, he meets with a demon. Anybody knows the name?
Singhika. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. She is
Yeah.
Singhika.
Surasa. She is
Surasa.
Surasa. Yeah. He meets with Surasa. Surasa had a boon that anybody passes this area has to go into her mouth. So what did Hanuman do? He suddenly became very short, entered the mouth of Surasa and exited also before she could do anything. And then he fulfilled the boon intelligently, and then even he saved himself and set upon his task without any distraction, continued it. Okay, wonderful. And then he met with this demon, which you mentioned, Simhika. Here, he had to enter the mouth of that Simhika, and he became big, actually. Became big and burst open from the body of Simhika, killed her, and then went ahead. Can you imagine so many? There is a distraction, there is a challenge, very impossible challenge, and there is almost to him, impossible task, which he successfully completed also. And then went ahead, searched Sita, and then came back, actually. It's very, very amazing, very amazing. So, so there is a verse in Ramayana. Yasya tu etani chatvari vanarendra yathatava dhritir drishtir matir daksham sakarma suna siddhati. So, yasya tu, whoever, etani chatvari, all these four, vanarendra yathatava, like this vanarendra. What are the four? And what is that for? What are they talking? Yathatava, like this, like Vanara, who did this, who used these four things. If anybody others use these four things, then they will never fail in service of the Lord. What are those four? Dhritir, drishtir, matir, daksham. So, dhriti, drishti, the focus, mati, intelligence, and dakshyam, expertise. So dhriti is dhairya, dhriti. So we see in Bhagavad Gita also, dhritir dhritya dharayate, dhritya dharayate, dhritya dharayate. So satvika dhriti, rajasika dhriti, and tamasika dhriti is also there. So one who is driven by dhrita yaya dharayate, manas, what is the shloka? Dhritya yaya dharayate. And then satviki, anya vicharini, avyabhicharini yoga. So whoever does avyavicharini yoga, and then driven by that that determination, that is Satvika Dhriti, Satvika Dhairyam. So Dhriti and Dhairyam both come from the same root, Dhr. Dhr means Dhr Dharayate, one which can maintain. So Dhairyam or Dhriti, we see in Nectar of Devotion also, Nectar of Instruction. Nishchayan, Utsahan Nishchayat, Dhairyat, Tat Karma Pravartanat, Sangatyagat, Sato Vrittehe, Shadbir Bhakti Prasiddhyati. So Utsahat, from Utsaha, he determined, he had to do. What is Utsaha? Is Udyamashila. Udyamashila means it's called as Brahmadev. 3 times he studied the Shastras. And then he decided love of Krishna, love of Godhead is the ultimate thing. This is there in Bhagavatam. Kutastaha, 3 times he studies. And then 3 Ranvikshaya Vidya. So he after how? By enthusiasm he studied it. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is generated by love. So Dhairyam Pritirva. Dhairyam va Pritirhi. So Dhairya and Pritihi. The love drives, love of Krishna ultimately drives the Utsaha. So that is Utsahan Nischayad. And we have to be determined. Determined. This is a very important, determine is a very one word, but in the word Nischaya has a lot of emotions into it. That's why all the rasas are filled in one word in Sanskrit. So Nischaya means not just determination, but Nissamshayat. There is no doubt also. You have decided upon the task with enthusiasm, and we have to complete it. We are determined to do it for service of Krishna. We are determined. So, and then also it is explained, Nishchaya means it is unfair, what you call unwavering. So it is fixed, like a fixed lamp where there is no wavering of the light. So like that fixed. And this fixed determination, like Prabhupada explains, a small sparrow was trying to empty the ocean, but everybody laughed. The ocean also laughed. But when that was noticed by Garuda, immediately everybody surrendered. In other words, Krishna will help. If we just desire to be determined, desire to be determined to complete it, there will be a lot of distractions. This is a yuga of distractions, especially within Kali Yuga. Our generation is facing the most distraction in the form of the Surasa is nobody other than who is that? This mobile. YouTube is our Surasa. So a lot of distractions in this material world, and non-stop distractions. There are many distractions. So we have to overcome that distraction. We have to be determined. Utsaha and Nishchaya and Dhairya. Dhairya again. What is Dhairya? Dhairya means again Dhriti. Dhriti is Dhairya. Same root is coming. Dhriti and Dhairya. Both mean the same. Synonymous. So Dhairya means also, it's not just determination or patience, it's also a patient perseverance. See, many things are involved in one word. A patient perseverance is called as Dhairya. So many problems may come, but we will go ahead. We will go ahead. Dhairya. And Dakshyam. We have to be intelligent. We have to complete it. We have to be on time. We have to, complete our activities and go ahead. Am I audible? So Dhritir Dakshyam. So these 4 things, if we can, in this way, Dhritir Drishtir Matir Dakshyam, Sa karmasuna sidati. He will not, miss out on the service of Krishna. He will not get distracted. He will complete the service of Krishna. So this is very, very important. And these 4 things we will pray from even if we remember these things, it is said, Buddhirbalam yashodhairyam nirbhayatvam arogata ajadyam vakpatutvam cha hanumat smaranat bhave. Just by remembering Lord Hanuman, how he served Lord Ram, how Hanuman served Lord Ram. If you just remember, what will happen? Buddhir balam yam, buddhir balam, renewed energy, get determination. We will also be free from Hare Krishna. Am I audible? I'm sorry. Some network issue. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So I was sharing that slide. So, so let us, this course will have a lot of challenges. It's a long course.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Just a second. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I think it's fine now. So, so I was expressing, yeah, a lot of distractions. And so we will, Buddhir Balam, yes. So with this, let us, this is what is expected that during the course, because it's a long course, the commitment is most important. This Dakshina, everything was received for this purpose, that we need commitment of the devotees who will go through this course completely, and it will be useful. It will be, for purification of all involved. For me, a wonderful experience in association with all the wonderful Vaishnavas. And we will also have many other devotees who will teach various things and explain. So I will now end my discussion. If anybody has, I'm sure, a lot of questions and ideas will be there. Time is very short. I'm really sorry. Tomorrow, we will have again this orientation where we will talk about, as I explained, about tomorrow's orientation will be about who is conducting this program, and about a few minutes about it, and what other faculties we may have. And we will talk about these 3 technologies that we will use. We will give a short demo that will be for 10-15 minutes. And most importantly, we'll do this mutual introduction, because ultimately when we meet each other anywhere, we should be able to recognize each other and know each other. That's very important. And also we can network. There are a lot of things this whole educational field has, and we will be very much enriched by networking, because each one of you are very potential and involved in educational aspect. You will have a lot of experiences and your own journey on teaching children, relating with children, lot of ideas and experiences and knowledge that you will gain in your journey, personal journey on education. We always should be able to share. And so we have made we had made a group, WhatsApp group, and some or the other discussion occasionally, although it happens, but that networking becomes very, very crucial to move towards the mission of fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's instruction. So I will end my words here. I would like to hear from anybody. We have few minutes, and anybody after that 8:30, anybody can leave. Anybody has any points to say can continue, and we can continue till 8:35 or so. Thank you very much for patiently being here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions, any quick points anybody would like to make? You're welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. This is Janak Raj Das.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. This is the first session is so good. It's very nice. I have a quick question. Tomorrow at what time the meeting starts, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it is a challenge because we although decided for two different timings, but these orientation and introductory, we have to go with one. So we will do it again same time tomorrow.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Like you said, there will be so many challenges tomorrow. Many devotees from Dallas, they're all going to Chicago. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj is giving initiations there. Just trying to see if we can.
Okay, got your point.
Yeah.
Tomorrow being Sunday is busy day for many devotees. Okay, let's see. Fine. Thank you very much, Chittahari Prabhu. I will share that verse with you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, Pitambar. Cannot hear you, Prabhuji. Cannot hear you.
Now?
Yes, we can hear now. Yes. Yeah, we can hear.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask you that this course is for which group of students, means up till 5 years, or because I am in a school which caters more from from fifth age of 5, and I deal personally with higher grades. That means the middle or the senior grades from 9 to 12. So how much it is beneficial, or I'm a grahastha now. I may be having Krishna's I may get a child also. So how it is useful? Please enlighten it upon that.
Yeah. These concepts are very much for all ages. It's this whole program that we will go through. It's for all ages. It's for all ages. Especially we are talking right from 0 to age 16. This is what we are going to look at. Why then this is called as Pre-Gurukula? Two ways of understanding it. Before Gurukula Acharya Training program, we are having this Pre-Gurukula. So it could also be understood that way. I think you got it. Right? Is that okay? Okay. Krishnaveni Mataji, thank you very much for being here. Mataji is residing in Bangalore. And she is the one, Mataji is the one who pushed me to start KC Shiksha. I will discuss about it tomorrow. Those of you. She also participating in the, I think, second batch, yeah, 2021. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranams to all of you, and it's my honor to be here. And I want to take this privilege to talk about my experience regarding Pre-Gurukula. I have attended first batch of Pre-Gurukula training course. Really, I have been into education system. I'm having more than 16 years of experience in this education field, so-called education field. And I have worked as academic coordinator, normal teacher, and vice principal too. But when I have stepped into this Pre-Gurukula training, really I stepped as a neophyte, as if I don't know anything about teaching, like relearning, unlearn, relearning everything. So it has totally changed my perception. We have heard about gurukuls, but how it is different, and how it is gurukuls are different. Pre-Gurukula, what is the definition, true definition, how Prabhuji is going to take us to this journey, how we'll land up, and how we what we learn, what is the main outcome of this project after this course. So definitely you will be getting a lot of knowledge, and it is a kind of research, you are doing a PhD in education system. There are minute things which are daily basis, what we are doing with our children, even our own children, how to behave and how to tackle our own children. It helps a lot, not only in schools and wherever you are going. If you are running a preschools, or you are a teacher, or you want to become you are aspired to teacher, not only that, but how to groom your own children, how to groom your own kids if you are having homeschoolings, and if you are not also when to chastise. Still I remember Mataji used to she has given psychology, child psychology, and about chastising. At the same time you need to be very liberal, at the same time very affectionate love, and Yashoda, and at the same time very firm. And and also usage of mobile. Just now Prabhuji was telling about the about the demon, right? Mobile now in hand, many children, without having a mobile, they are not, parents are not feeding them. Actually, if they want to feed the food, the children are asking the mobile in their hand. So these are all points we have discussed in the previous in the first session itself, first class. So really, and importance of Vedic culture, what we are missing, what is the true knowledge, what is the true education. This will give you absolute truth about the education system. All the best, all of you, and you have landed up with on a true platform to get a true knowledge, and that to absolute knowledge about the education system under the able guidance of His Holiness of Bharat Chandra Das.
Glorifying all the Vaishnavas in the ISKCON temple.
Yes, Prabhuji, because you are running such a wonderful school, KC Shiksha, which is giving good guidance. At least some students have they have parents would have observed the transformation also, right? So that only we are expecting, drop by drop. Just we are collecting drop by drop, Prabhuji. That is the only we are just praying to the Lord. At least we can collect, and one day it will become an ocean of all the devotees.
Yes. True, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us this chance.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
All the credit goes to Srila Prabhupada and all wonderful Vaishnavas who are continuously engaged in education field. Many Prabhupada disciples and many wonderful Vaishnavas are involved. So this is a journey we will take together. Any further? Thank you very much, Mataji, for your inputs and points. Any Vaishnavas have any points to say? So some questions are there in the chat box. Can we get audio introduction of yourself? Okay, so tomorrow we can do that. I'll just we can discuss mutual introduction. During mutual introduction about me also, one slide can be there. So I request all the devotees to kindly go to the Google slide and fill up, few things, especially the photograph, where we know each other by face at least through the photograph, although the photograph may not reflect our present because oh, I have seen in the photograph, but you are different, something like that, it may happen. But still, at least by face, we could somewhat recognize each other. So please put the latest photograph if possible. And then one more question is where we can get the recordings. All these things we will discuss tomorrow. Where we'll get the recordings, how the recordings will be shared, where they can access all these things through the demo we will share. So tomorrow, if we do it, because Sunday, if everybody is okay, and some may miss it, let's see. Anyway, recordings will be there and you can go through that recording. Anybody has any point, please? One question is, will it be okay to join the child, join the session as my child is 5 months old, so I will be able to do the activities with her? Definitely, I feel, because we will, the main important point is Kaumara Acharya Pradnyo. So right from childhood, actually, even before birth. So right from childhood, young age, we need to train children. And we need to know how to do that, actually. There are a lot of things that we can go through and learn when it comes to handling children. It's a very stressful thing. But if we are armed with ideas and knowledge and the instructions of acharyas, etc., we will be gliding through that, and we will be able to fulfill the instruction of acharyas in the Bhagavatam, which clearly says we should not become a mother, not a father, or in teacher, or a king or a ruler also, unless we can liberate them from the cycle of birth and death. We rather, if we have become so and we don't know, then we are not real mothers, fathers, parents, etc. Okay. Where is the Google slide? Okay. Mataji, Saumya Padhiyari Mataji. Okay, you are registered, right, Mataji? So Google
yes,
slide.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, sorry. So we will share the link. Please go there. You're in the group or not, Prabhu?
Yes, I am there in the group.
Oh, you then in the group description, it is there, Prabhu, in the group description.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One more question. What are the questions? Okay. Thank you, Nilima Mataji. I think no more questions on the when will the videos of recording be shared after each sessions? All these things we will describe tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much. I think no more hands up, no more questions. Okay. So we'll stop the